Okay, what we have here is a 1 second exposure of Messier 43. And you can ignore this huge luminous cloud to the south. It's now the 11th of February, a Wednesday evening at 6:28. Sky, I'm going to begin the NGC 1700 series in the next few minutes, and this is our kickoff view. This, however, is only a 1 second exposure time. I'm going to go ahead and pause, and we're going to shoot for 5 and allow the histogram to align itself. Here we have that aforementioned 5 second view of Messier 43 and components of NGC 1973, 5, and 7, which is located right here. Anyway, moving on to NGC 1700. Okay, here we have a view of NGC 1700 right in the middle of the field. It's a galaxy in Eridanus. We also have a walker going by. This is probably an orbiting satellite. When they move much slower, that typically means it's the mount tracking, I do believe, but that's my speculation. NGC 1700 is a galaxy in Eridanus, magnitude 11.2. Let's push it up, get a look at that at higher magnification. It's an elliptical class 1, 3 by 1.8 arc minutes, 173 million light years distant, makes it larger than the Messier 31, probably somewhere around 180,000 light years in diameter. We're at RA 456.56 with a declination of minus 451.54. Our kickoff NGC 1700 to 1749 view. My oh my, this is a beautiful sky. Here we're having a view of NGC 1701. It's a galaxy in Calum. Now, I don't even know what Calum means. I'll have to look that up. It's magnitude 12.8, 1.2 by 0.9 arc minutes, spiral with lowercase b, 257 million light years distant. RA is 455.51, declination of minus 29 degrees, 53 minutes and 1 second. It's about as far south as we can go. I'm noticing a little distension, however, and I'm a little concerned about that. I think the focus was quite good. But anyway, let's keep an eye on that. Okay, NGC 1707 should be in this region here. It's simply described as a group of stars in Orion. There's no information available other than its right ascension is 458.20 with a declination of plus 8 degrees, 14 minutes, and 18 seconds. We are still seeing distension. That concerns me very much. I may play with the focus a little bit. Interesting golden colored star up here. Okay, after more than 5 minutes of fiddling with focus using various interfaces, we're back to NGC 1707, that group of stars in Orion. No information available, RA 458.20, declination plus 8, 14, 18, and it doesn't look like the stars are distended nearly as poorly as they were before. NGC 1709 is a galaxy in Orion. I think we can pick it out pretty well right there. It's magnitude 14.2, 0.9 by 0.7, lenticular spiral, some 211 million light years distant, RA 458.44, with a declination of a mere minus 28 minutes and 42 seconds. NGC 1710 is a galaxy in Lepus, magnitude 14, 1.3 by 1 arc minute lenticular spiral, 227 million light years distant, maybe 70,000 light years in diameter. We're at right ascension 457.16 with a declination of minus 1517.22. Stars don't look too bad. And now we're back down to our 75X initial view. You'll probably notice we've been skipping around quite a bit, and that's because now that we're entering more into the Milky Way, much of the galactic population is shifting further south. We're probably going to get a little more than 20 studies tonight that are above minus 30 degrees. And one of those 20 studies is NGC 1713, galaxy in Orion, magnitude 12.7, 1.4 by 1.2 arc minute apparent size, elliptical, 201 million light years distant, maybe 60,000 light years in diameter. RA is 458.54 with a declination of minus 29.21. Since we're going to have fewer studies this evening, let's push the magnification. There's some a little bit of extension, it appears, here and there. A little further south in Lepus to minus 20 degrees, and we're still getting a very nice sky. We are looking for NGC 1716 galaxy, magnitude 13.2. I think it's pretty much set it up. 1.4 by 1.2 arc minutes, spiral with a bar, lowercase bc. Not much of a core, and I would agree. 303 million light years distant puts this one about 110,000 light years in diameter. RA is 458.13 with a declination of minus 20.21.50, and we'll stick with this view. Okay, it looks like there's a cluster here, but maybe that's just we've entered the Milky Way with a starry nice background. We're supposed to be seeing a galaxy. It's NGC 1717, also 1719, magnitude 14.5. There's a galaxy there, but I suspect it may be right here entangled with this 14th magnitude star. It's 1.1 by 0.3 arc minute, kind of an edge-on presented. Yeah, that works. Spiral with a lowercase a, 185 million light years distance, so maybe 60,000 light years in diameter. RA is 459.35, declination of minus 15 minutes and 37 seconds. Soon we will crack our 5 and right ascension. I do want to take this up to 150x just to clarify it. Yes, indeed, that is our galaxy, NGC 1717, aka 1719. NGC 1720 is a 13th magnitude galaxy in Eridanus. It does have a neighbor. Let's see if we can figure out which one it is. This one is magnitude 13, 1.7 by 1.3 arc minutes, spiral with a bar and a lowercase ab, 188 million light years distant. It's at right ascension 459.20 with a declination of minus 751.32. Now this looks edge-on, but it looks like there may be some curl. Let's go ahead and pursue that a little bit by going up and getting both views. Yes, it is much broader than originally perceived. 1.7 by 1.3, I would say this is our candidate for NGC 1720. NGC 1721, guess what it is? It's located in Eridanus. We're seeing several galaxies here. This one seems to be annular. But I've noticed oftentimes when they appear that way, the spiral arms do not completely ring the galaxy, and you can confirm that on theskylive.com. This one is NGC 1721, Galaxy Eridanus, magnitude 13, 2.2 by 1.1 arc minute, lenticular spiral, 197 million light years distance. So this is about 110,000 light years in diameter. I'm really enjoying this galaxy group. It's a right ascension 459.17 with a declination of minus 1107.08. It's possible this is the westernmost galaxy. This could, in fact, be NGC 1721, but let us track some more down, or go to adventuresindeepspace.com and look for some copious, excellent, accurate notes on the part of Steve Gottlieb. Okay, we made a brief hop, and I am not going to go ahead and reset her up because I love this galaxy group here. We're now off to NGC 1723. It's a galaxy in Eridanus, magnitude 12. This is the brightest galaxy present here, and it could very well be that, although that one's a little further west, but the telling factor is this. 1723 is magnitude 12 with 3.3 by 2 arc minutes. I like that. Spiral with a bar and a ring. Okay. 168 million light years distant puts this larger than Messier 31. And we're at right ascension 459.25 with a declination of minus 1058.51. Let's see if we can't frame all of these galaxies right here. So that's our entire group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 galaxies. Let's see where we go next. Okay, there's another galaxy in this group. NGC 1725, as you might expect. Galaxy in Eridanus, magnitude 13, 1.9 by 1.2. It's a lenticular spiral, 174 million light years distant, maybe 110,000 light years in diameter. We're at RA 459.22 with a declination of minus 1107.56. We've now had 6 stacks. We'll frame this group once again. Kind of hard to tell them, really. Could be this galaxy, but it's a little further west. So we could have progressed from here to here, and now we're at 1725. Let's see what's next. Okay, NGC 1726 was not a part of that group. See if we can pick it out. It's magnitude 11.7, 2.1 by 1.5 arc minutes. Yeah, I think that's our better candidate. Lenticular spiral, 178 million light years distant, puts it about 120,000 light years in diameter. There's a faint neighbor off to here. Right ascension is 459.41 with a declination of minus 745.18. Let's go ahead and frame these up and bail. We're off to NGC 1728, another galaxy in the river and part of our initial group. Let's see if we can pick this one out. It's magnitude 13. 2 by 0.7 arc minutes. This one looks more edgy on than that one, but they're both kind of easily could be presented. 2 by 0.7 is only a 3-to-1 aspect ratio. This could be our galaxy. It's magnitude 13, though. This one is a little fainter. It's a spiral with a lowercase a. That's the next thing we want to look for is the core, and both of these have fairly lowercase a-type cores. 168 million light years distant, puts about 100,000 light years in diameter. RA is 459.27 with a declination of minus 1107.23. NGC 1729. It's probably our galaxy right there. Ooh, interesting. Magnitude 13, 1.7 by 1.4 arc minutes, and of course it's got a rather smallish, faintish core, so it's a spiral with lowercase c. 163 million light years distant, gives it a size of maybe 100,000 light years in diameter. RA is 5 hours, 15 seconds, but we'll probably drop back down in the 4s again. Declination is minus 321.09. I think it warrants a little bit of extra magnification to bring it out. And notice this is either a star or a knot in its spiralist arms. Leaping once again into Lepus and getting that diffractive pattern from the light, but right on the border of it is probably our 13th magnitude NGC 1730, 2.3 by 1 arc minute spiral with a bar and a ring to it. Pushing the magnification up. 174 million light years distant means about 110,000 light years in diameter. There is something entangled with it, probably a star. RA is 459.31, as I suspected. We will drop back into the 4-hour. Declination minus 1549.24. Okay, having leaped in Lepus further, I believe we just gone further south. I don't exactly remember, but we made quite a leap. We're now looking for NGC 1738, and it's got some interesting features associated with it, whether line of sight or embroiled. It's magnitude 12.9, 1.3 by 0.7 arc minute, spiral with a bar, lowercase bc, 174 million light years distant, maybe 70,000 light years in diameter. I suspect this is a pair of galaxies. We're at RA 5 hours, 1 minute, 46 seconds with a declination of minus 1809.29. See if we can pick it apart a little bit. Yeah, that does look like a pair of galaxies. NGC 1738 and company. And that company was NGC 1739. I didn't bother resetting the image capture because we now have 13 stacks. NGC 1739 Galaxy in Lepus, fainter, magnitude 13.5, 1.4 by 0.8 arc minutes in size, spiral with a lowercase bc core. is a little faint. 172 million light years distant, maybe 60,000 light years in diameter. RA is 50147 with a declination of minus 1810.02. NGC 1740 is a galaxy in Orion, magnitude 15, so since it's a lenticular, it's probably visual 14, 1.5 by 1.2 arc minutes, 184 million light years distant. RA is 50154 with a declination of minus 3, 1745. Given that it's probably a magnitude 14, this is our galaxy here. There may be some fainter ones there. Pushing the magnification up and framing it and its neighbor, we shall bail. Okay, I tried to go to NGC 1741, but it called up an A, which means 40 was probably a spurious entry. This is a galaxy in Eridanus, magnitude 15.6, 1.1 by 0.7 arc minutes. It's a spiral class DM. This is probably our galaxy right here, although there may be another one there with a star embroiled. Now, as 15.6 D, it's probably magnitude 15. It's reasonably present on the screen. 181 million light years distant means 60,000 light years in diameter. RA is 050138 with a declination. And there does appear to be another galaxy there of minus 41531. Let's see what pops next. Well, that second galaxy is likely to be NGC 1741b. And I got to look up the data, but let me speculate about this a little bit. Probably when originally discovered, it was NGC 1741. And then they discovered it was two separate galaxies. And in doing so, they separated NGC 1741 into an A and a B. B is slightly brighter, I think, magnitude 15.2, maybe not, 0.9 by 0.5 arc minutes spiral with a lowercase m. Don't know what that means. 185 million light years distant, kind of smallish, maybe 60,000 light years in diameter. RA is 50135 with a declination of minus 4 degrees, 15 minutes, 49 seconds. I'm going to back out again for a better looking view of both NGC 1741 A and B. Okay, NGC 1744 is a galaxy in Lepus, just outside the diffraction bar from the power line. Probably the brightest galaxy of the evening. Its magnitude 11.1, 9.3 by 4.3 arc minutes. Ooh, just vaguely being presented here. Pretty ugly. Spiral with a bar, lowercase cd, so that explains it. Not much of a core. 33 million light years distant means it's probably somewhere around 80,000 light years in diameter. RA is 459.57 with a declination of minus 26.01.21. Okay, another little quick view, backing out, because I think we got 11 stacks now, which is revealing this galaxy quite a bit better. Okay, NGC 1746 I've imaged previously. It's this nice, large, open cluster in Taurus, magnitude 6.1, 42 arc minutes in diameter. So we're talking about from about here to about there. There seems to be nebulosity associated with it. Or that, or I'm getting some reflected light. There are about 20 stars. The brightest are magnitude 8, so it's basically calling these members of the cluster. It's a class 3-1, and 3 has to do with the spread, how condensed it is, and 1 has to do with how bright its members are, if I recall. I do research on this all the time. And there was an astronomer whose name I forget that basically characterized all of these. Maybe I'll remember it. I'm thinking this is probably some reflected light from a roof try, however, not nebulosity. NGC 1746, it's at right ascension 50350 with a declination of plus 23 degrees, 46 minutes, and 12 seconds. Let's bump it up just a little bit more. and bail. Here we are seeing NGC 2024. It's a nebula in Orion. It's moon-sized, 30 by 30 arc-minute, emissive, as you can tell by its color, 1,500 light-years distant, and of course we know it by its colloquial name, the Flame Nebula. Quite beautiful indeed. It's right next to a very bright second-magnitude star, Alnitak, and to its south is NGC 2023. We're at right ascension 5 at 4142 with a declination of -1 degree, 51 minutes and 24 seconds. And this is our Carpe Noctem view for the evening. However, since I'm only 20 minutes and some odd seconds into this, let's see if we can get a 60-second exposure of the flame without getting burnt. I've noticed initially what it does is it throws up what I think is about a 1-second exposure, just for tracking purposes as soon as you initiate a 60-second exposure or a longer period exposure. And this 1-second view, basically we're getting a view of about maybe a 12 to 14-inch telescope. If it is 1-second view, we are seeing nebulosity around 2023. We are not seeing the Horsehead because it's off over in this direction here. We are, of course, seeing a satellite passage. And what you'll see in most satellites is they will either go east to west, or they will go off in a diagonal, and that's kind of like an east to northwest direction. I don't see them going off in this direction here. However, sometimes you might see them go across the screen. Oh, look at that. We are seeing the Horsehead here. Once again, NGC 2024, a 60-second exposure. We got 2 stacks. The first one was about 1 second. The second one is now accumulating, and we would only get really sharp stars if I've done a good job of focusing and the tracking is looking good. Here is our 45x view of the flame. And I'm going to pause it for another 30 seconds to see if we get one more stack. So we'll have 2 with a total exposure time. It says total exposure right now 120 seconds, so maybe the math is off. But anyway, I think we only really got 1 exposure at 60 seconds and the earlier exposure at 1 second. Hey, dude, let me just go ahead and we got 5 seconds left. Let's see what happens to the screen when we get another. Oh, look at the expansiveness of the nebulosity after that second 60-second stack, or what it's calling 3 right now. I'm going to pause and we're going to allow it to continue to add a stack or 2 because we're only 23 minutes into this video, and this is our final view for the evening. Okay, we've now got 4 stacks at 60 seconds each. I'm not going to push it to go to 90 or 120 seconds because I may see what I can do with the NGC 1750 series, because galaxies and studies above minus 30 degrees start thinning out quite a bit. Hey, it looks like there's some nebulosity around this bright star as well as some reflective nebulosity here associated with this bright star. And with that, I'm going to say Carpe Noctem on the NGC 1700 to 1749 series.